everybody, it's Tina, and welcome to my Facebook Live tonight. It's been a while since I've gone live on this particular page, and I'm just going to be honest. I was putting away groceries, and I thought, okay, this is crazy. I need to go live, and I need to really share this. Summertime is here, and for those of us in Hawaii, it's always summertime, but most of you are probably enjoying a lot more produce than you normally do. And so I thought what I would do today is take some time to talk about our Fridge Smart because it is an amazing product line. So if you're here today, hop on, let me see you. I'm going to check out and see what I got here. But I'd love to say hello to anybody that might be hopping online today. So I'm just going to put my groceries away while I'm talking to you. So first of all, let me talk a little bit about Fridge Smart and what it's all about and why it's the most amazing product in the entire world. This is Fridge Smart, and hey, Maylin, and Fridge Smart is for your fruits and vegetables and your produce, and it keeps things fresher about 3 times longer than your normal crisper drawer. In fact, I refer to our crisper drawer as the non-crisper drawer. How many of you can relate to that? We put foods in there and then they stay there for like a week and then we throw them out. And then we go back and we buy some more and we use half of them, maybe not even that much, and then we throw them out. And so that is what I call the non-crisper drawer. It just doesn't work. So I wanted to share with you, I'm going to open up my refrigerator. I didn't clean it all out or anything for you guys. What I did do is I took out all my Fridge Smart. So hopefully you can see that my refrigerator is relatively empty. Along the back of my refrigerator, I have jars of things. So I've got some jalapenos and some olives and some sauerkraut and things like that. And to be honest, the reason I put my jars in the very back like that is they're too big to fit in my drawer. And I keep them back there because when I put things all the way to the back of my refrigerator, they freeze. How many of you can relate to that? So I've just decided to put things like olives and sauerkraut and things like that back there because they get chilly, and it makes them stay fresher even longer. So I've got pretty much the bottom shelves are empty except for the glass jars that are at the very back. And then I've got, we don't drink a lot of milk. I've got milk and heavy whipping cream, and I've got those, they lay on their side because those are those cartons with the screw cap, so those work really well. And then I've got my yeast that I had to order and wait forever and a day to get, so I've got that in there. And then the top part is where we put our eggs, leftovers, wine, and things like that. So all of the rest of these shelves, I'm going to fill up with my vegetables that you're going to see in just a minute. So the non-crisper drawers that are down here, this is where I put all of my smaller jars and bottles of things. So I've got anything from chimichurri sauce to olives, maraschino cherries, all of that. Those are in this drawer. That drawer is full of jars. Most of us give up valuable real estate for that, right? And then over here, this is probably going to be your favorite drawer. This is like chocolate, and I've got some more chocolate in it. I like chocolate. And then it also has nuts and pecans and chocolate and a couple of other things in there. All right. So that's what I keep in my non-crisper drawers. So we just went to the grocery store today, and I'm going to fill up all of my Fridge Smart with my fruits and vegetables. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about them. Some of these products, we don't have these actual sizes available right now, but they come out in the summer, so that's why I wanted to show them to you. So if you're interested, you want to make sure you reach out to your Tupperware consultant and talk with them about it. So I already started, and I put all of my limes, and I keep our limes. We have a lime tree in our yard, and so as we pick them, I keep them in here, and I end up taking them out and putting the newer ones on the bottom and putting the newer ones on the top. And we drink a lot of limes or use a lot of limes in cocktails and Mexican food and all that kind of stuff. So that is the first container that's already filled up. So that one's all ready to go. The next one was actually left over from my last grocery shopping trip. This is when we went to Costco, and this is my spinach, literally from 2 weeks ago. Isn't that beautiful? It's still gorgeous. Now you'll notice that in the very bottom, you see something white. And this is a little trick I learned with spinach because my spinach needs to last a long time. There's just 2 of us, and I buy that ginormous thing from Costco. So what I do is I put a paper towel. So when you buy your paper towels, you know, they have these little slices like this. I just lay one on the very bottom. Now, I will tell you that our FridgeSmart has these little containers, these little, not containers, these little channels, and they catch all that water. But because I'm going to keep it for like 3 weeks, I find that putting a paper towel in there really makes things stay fresher even longer, because vegetables and fruit, they kind of excrete moisture, and so it ends up getting a whole lot of water in there, and I don't want to have to keep dumping it out. So I just found that if I put a paper towel in there, it keeps them fresher even longer. So listen to that, it's still crunchy. So, and we spinach on salads, and then we put it sometimes in pasta dishes and so forth. So this one, this particular one, I gotta grab my towel. Where did I put my towel? It's around here somewhere. Let me use the paper one. I don't normally do that. Oh, I see it. Here it is. So because I'd already used this one, it's already kind of wet. So I'm going to just dry off the towel or the seal, and that way there's no moisture inside of here. So this one's all ready to go as well, okay? And then the next container that I'm going to do is also leftover from the last time, and it's my Brussels sprouts. They're still looking really, really pretty, and I moved them to a smaller container because I already cooked a bunch of the Brussels sprouts, and we didn't eat them all because it's just 2 of us, so we can't eat them all, and we have a lot of produce. So again, what I do is when it's time to go grocery shopping, I just take the seals off, I wipe off the seals, everything's ready to go. This container is, boom, ready. So this one, I haven't looked at this one for a while. This is my pepper container, and I've got 1 bell pepper in here. This one's been in here a month of Sundays, and I've got a bunch of jalapeno peppers, and I bought the jalapeno peppers because I was going to make roasted jalapenos with cream cheese in them and all that kind of good stuff, and I just haven't done it yet. And this one was a piece, 1 pepper left over from a pack of 3. It was orange and yellow and red. But look at this. I've had this in here for probably 2 weeks. So, but I had that little paper towel on the bottom because I knew I wasn't going to use it up right away. So it made a really big difference because I did that. So it's not something that you'll ever see in any of our training books, but it just works for me. I don't know why. So I'm just going to stick a brand new one in there, and then I'm going to shove all my jalapenos in there. Now you're thinking, well, why did we put those all together? Well, here's a really cool thing about your FridgeSmart is they all have on the outside of them charts, and the charts show you which fruits and vegetables need how much oxygen. So you look at the chart on the category and it tells you. So this particular container has peppers and it's got the jalapenos, so it needs to be on what we call the half and half. So I'm going to slide that just like that, and that's going to keep this fresher even longer. When you look at the Brussels sprouts, this one, the little tiny Brussels sprouts, I gotta find them real quick. That one is a fully open one. It's what we call a heavy breather. And then I'm going to look at the spinach one as well. So we'll find the picture of the spinach, and that one is a half and half, and it's already set on that, and that's why it's been staying so fresh for such a long time. All right, so I got 4 of them. All right, next up I have my containers for my apples. We eat a lot of apples, and so I'm going to put my apples inside of here. Let me grab a little bag. This one I only got 3 apples. I would normally put some oranges in here too, but we didn't buy any oranges this time. So this is going to be kind of an empty container. I actually probably don't need anything this big. I may actually end up transferring it into a smaller container. And that way it won't take up as much room in the refrigerator unless I decide to put something else inside of it. All right, next up is my great big container. Now this one we don't sell all the time. I love this one. I actually have 2 of these, and this is my ginormous box item. So here's what we're going to do with this one. We're going to put, we've got some romaine lettuce, and this is from my last grocery shopping trip, and it's still, look at that, completely crunchy because we bought 2 of them, and so we still have 1 left. We just haven't eaten as many salads as we normally do. And then I've got some cabbage. So I have got a yellow cabbage that I'm going to stick in here. So when you put your fruits and vegetables in, you want to put them in here what we call naked and dirty. So I'm not washing them. Naked meaning take them out of the little plastic bags, okay? And then I've got something else, and I'm not sure it's going to fit inside of here, and I actually have got to check my little list here. I'm not sure which one it goes in. Yeah, it's going to go in this one, but I don't think it's going to fit. But let's check it out. So I have a big thing of watercress, and I bought this because I have a recipe that I'm planning on making. So we may need to do a little rearranging here. So I'm going to just stick this right inside like this, and this goes over here, And I don't know if I can get this all in. I may have to put this one in a separate container. Yeah, I think so. So we've got our watercress, our romaine, and our cabbage all ready for bed. Isn't that the sweetest thing ever? All right. I wonder if I can put that purple cabbage in with my apples. I might be able to do that. Let's check it out. All right, so I gotta adjust this one right here. So if you look at this one is a half and half breather. So it's a medium breather. So now I'm all set with that one. All right, so let's see what this says about apples and, hang on a minute, and cabbage. We'll just check it out. I don't think I can put them, oh my gosh, I can. It's the same thing. Wow, look at that. So I'm just gonna put my cabbage right down inside of there. Let's see if that's gonna fit. I don't think it's gonna fit, so guess what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna cut it in half. Yeah. And the reason I'm gonna cut it in half, then I know it'll fit. Look at that, you guys. I just dropped the knife. Thank God it didn't hit my foot. All right, here we go. It is in there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so look at that. You got the cabbage, and I've also got the carrots, and that is going to go on, again, medium breather. Let me pick up my knife so I don't step on that. Thank God that didn't hit my foot. That would have been not so good, right? You'd have witnessed it right live. All right, so next I have a box that's got leftovers from the last time. So this has still got a 20 carrots. It's got some celery. It's got some radishes, and it's got my zucchini in it. Still looking pretty doggone good. I'm gonna make some zoodles with that zucchini, I think. And so I'm just gonna place the seal on that, okay? I'm gonna slide that over. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Next up, I have a cucumber. Now, I have had this cucumber in here for about 2 weeks, and it's actually an experiment because cucumbers are hard. They're just watery, and they go bad so quickly. And so I was actually reading, because I didn't know this as long as I've been selling Tupperware, I didn't know that you should never store cucumbers with anything else. So what I decided to do was take a lone little cucumber and put it in there all by himself because I want to see how long he's going to last. And he's been in here for 2 weeks. So this is my experiment container, okay? So the cucumbers, if you take a look at my little list here, that is closed. So that means he's a low breather. Wow. All right, what do I have next? Not much. Again, it's leftovers. And I probably could have combined this with other things, but because of the breathing, I don't think I could. So I've got some leftover broccoli, and because I'm doing a little experiment with that as well. And I've got 2 pieces of corn on the cob that are left over. Bought one of those great big trays of 8 from Costco, so that's really all that's left. This is an awfully big container for that, so I think I can actually, let's see if I can put that in here. Look at this, you guys. I can drop that right down inside of the smaller one. Put the broccoli right on top of that, so I can get rid of that big one now. So that's one of the cool things when you have extra pieces is that you can kind of downsize them as you get to that point. So these are all of our fruits and vegetables that we're going to be putting away. Let's make sure I didn't forget anything. I think I got it all. Of course, I've got bananas, but those don't go into the refrigerator. All of this is going to go into my refrigerator. And as I need it, because it's right there on those shelves, it's going to be easy for me to get. But the best part is it's all going to stay fresh for a really, really long time. I mean, weeks. So if you're one of the people that find that you're not even buying produce anymore because it's such a waste of money, or you're just tired of throwing it away, then you need to check out our FridgeSmart. It is the best invention, incredible. Tupperware partnered with the University of Florida to design this, and it truly does make a big difference. So just wanted to hop on as I was putting my groceries away. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.